Good afternoon, everyone. We are the reporters of Group 2, The Nature of Organizing. Learning Objective. The learner shall be able to discuss the nature of organization. Organizing defined. Organization is a group of individuals who are communicating and cooperating with each other with a view to achieve their common goals and objectives. When we say organization, usa ni siya ka mga grupo ng mga individual nga nag-communicate sila sa usa na malantaw nila or makabot nila ang pareha nila na goals and objectives. Example of organization is corporation and partnership. The next one is organizing. Organizing is the process of making certain strong relationship between work units or departments through appropriate communication channel. Workforce can offer their contribution in the achievement of mass preferred goals and objectives. So when we say organizing, mo na siya ang naga-organize sa mga business. Kung ikaw manager, ikaw mag-organize sa business, ikaw mag-organize sa mga trabahante kung sa dapat buhaton para mulambo ang negosyo. For an organizational rule to be real and to be significant to people, it must integrate the subsequent characteristic. So na siya upat ka characteristics. The first is the demonstrable objective from planning. So dapat diri sa demonstrable objective from planning, mapakita nimo dapat ang mga katuyuan gikan sa pagplano. The second one is an understandable idea of the key duties concerned. So dapat masabtan ang idea sa mahintunda na kabalaka. Like ikaw manager, dapat makabalo ka kung sa mga concern sa imong mga trabahante. The third one is an understandable area of authority so that a person feeling it to know what he can do to accomplish result. So dapat maging understandable ka sa mga areas sa mga authority para ikaw para makabalo ang isa ka tawo unsa dapat iyang himuon para ma-accomplish na ng mga results. The lastly is the provision should be prepared for required information and where and how it may be acquired. Sa mga provision daw, kinahanglan na andamon alang sa gikinahanglan ng mga impormasyon ug asa kung unsaon nila pagkuha. Example kay ang manager mahangayo siya og mga impormasyon about sa mga stocks na nanghali na. So, dapat ikaw, andam ka na dapat prepared ka sa imong mga report.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Ma'am Makaganda. I'm Sifiljan Miharito. And this is my report, the 7 concepts of organizing. First is a structure of relationship. The big number of workforce requires that an organization should create a structure of relationship to establish harmony and synchronization amongst departments, groups to groups, and individuals to individuals in the process of communication system, which means structural relationships represent the static coherence within an architecture, the uniting, composing, aggregating, assigned, or realizing concept. The from side of the relationship is always an element for assignment and realization. It can be an element or a relationship's connector. Second is a group of individuals. There is no organization if the group of individuals who unite together and help each other and give their efforts for the realization of present goals do not exist, which means a number of people or things which are together in one place at one time. Third is a process. Division of works, determination of activities, grouping of activities, delegation of authority, and establish of proper coordination and balance among the various departments of individuals are the activities that make up the process in organizing for the achievement of present goals, which means a natural continuing action or series of actions or changes, the process of growth, life process, mental processes, a series of actions or operations leading to a result. Port is a means, not an end. All the activities are clearly planned so the organization can smoothly accomplish its goals. Which means, if you say that something is a means to an end, you mean that it helps you to achieve what you want, although it may not be enjoyable or important self. 5 is an essential function of management. Staffing, directing, and controlling functions of management will not be successful without this function. Which means, at the most fundamental level, management is a discipline that consists of a set of 5 general functions: planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. These 5 functions are part of a body of practices and theories on how to be a successful manager. 6 is connected to its objectives. An organization has no life without objectives because its direct concern is towards their achievement, which means goals are the desired outcomes of the business's activities. Objectives tend to be precise, measured actions with time for completion. Lastly, ineffective without communication. Communication can be treated as an important feature of organization because in the lack of proper network of communication, there is no existence of organization, which means ineffective communication is a disruption of failure in the process of communication. Ineffective communication is unavoidable. To communicate effectively, one must become active listeners, avoid emotion-driven talk, create a safe space for communication, and developing norms for communication, etc.
Organizational charge. When we say organizational charge, that means organized or hand-eye so that people can easily recognize the position. Ang organizational charge kay form into rectangle if dash ang naa sa sulod sa rectangle. That means that available na siya nga slot or wala gyud siya tag-iya. If ever naman duha or tulo ang nasa sulod sa rectangle, kay ibig sabihin ana nag-share sila ana nga position, which means ang organizational charge ginahimo siya para easy lang ma-distinguish sa employees ang ilang position para mas dali ra may balaan ang structure sa isa ka company. As I explained kaganiha, organizational chart is the diagram version of the organizational structure. The basic building blocks of organizational chart is the rectangle, which can represent a person or a work unit or a department. If the outline of the rectangular is dashed, this means that a position is open and must be filled. If a rectangular is divided and 2 or more names are in it, this may indicate job sharing, that multiple people are responsible for outcomes associated with this position. An organizational chart allows everyone in organization to understand the structure of the company. An organizational charts can help provided initiative for entry-level employees. 2 Principles of organizing. Authority, span of control. Authority is the official and justifiable right of a manager to make decisions. issue or orders apportion resource to realize good outcomes for organization. It is distinguished by three attributes, namely: authority means na right ang manager ani to make the decision, issue orders sa mga naa sa baba sa iya to have a good outcomes. 1. Authority is given to organizational position, not people. Authority is acknowledged by subordinates. Authority stream downwards the vertical hierarchy. Hierarchy means naa sila'y superiority or mas ginatawag na dako-dako na gina-follow sa tanan. Three main types of authority can exist within an organization. Line authority consists of the right to make decision and to give order concerning the production, sales, or finance-related behavior. Ang mga HR o manager, ginamonitor nila ang behavior sa ilang employees. Also, sila po naghatag og order na to those para sa good outcome sa ilang production and sales. Staff authority consists of the right to advise or assist those who possess in line authority as well as other staff personnel. Staff authority kani ang nag-assist sa mga line authority as well as sa mga personnel kanitong mga person na mas higher pa sa mga naa sa line authority. Functional authority consists of the right to give orders within a segment of the organization in which this right is normally non-existent. Span of control is the number of employees reporting directly to a supervisor to close monitoring. The average span of control is an organization established the structure as the tall or flat one. Span of control, kanang diretso lang sa supervisor sa mga employees, kanang dili na sila mag-agi sa bisan kinsa na mas higher pa sa ila kundi sila na mismo ang naay power na mo direct sa ilang supervisor, not like tall structure nga mas daghan pa ka og agian para lang maistorya nimo ang CEO. At tall structure has a narrow span of management and more levels in the hierarchy. Tall structure, like what I said, hierarchical means naa pa sa kinadak-an na position, dali lang mag-stop sa supervisor kundi naa sa higher position na mas magmando sa iyang mga employees na himuon. This is the example of two organizational structure.
Wide span and has least level in the hierarchy. President, Project Manager E, Project Manager E, as of employee, 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 and employee. Example of flat organization structure. There are several determinants of span of control, namely, subordinates' work must be stable, subordinates carry out parallel tasks, subordinates are located in a single place or location, subordinates are properly trained and require less supervision. Tasks are defined by rules and procedures. Support system and personnel are accessible for the manager. Lowest amount of time is needed for non-supervisory tasks. Manager personnel favorites choose another span. Organizing process. A manager performs organizing function with the help of following step. Division of work. Each unit of total work is called a job. An employee in the organization is allotted one job online in accordance to individual qualification and capabilities. Departmentation. After dividing the work in small job, connected and capable job are clustered and placed in one department. Hahatiin natin ang work sa small job. In linking department, in order for department of operation operate in coordinated fashion, linking or department has to be done to give a shape of overall organization structure. Assigned duties. Every level working in different departments is given a respective duty corresponding to his, her skill and qualification. Defining hierarchical. Every employee needs some authority that match the structured job they need to perform. Every employee need a privacy that job.
Types of organizational structure. The board and senior leaders are the group responsible in determining the type of organizational structure that would greatly support the internal operations, how work activities are executed, and the chain of command. There are several organizational structures that reflect different uses of chain of command in an organization. Functional organizational structure. Functional organizational structures are the most common structure of this type. Groups individuals based in similar skills, expertise, and resources use common departments such as human resources, marketing, production, finance, and at times research and development, and organized by separating each of these areas and group into a single department. These are four types of organizational structure: functional, multi, multi-divisional, flat, and matrix structures. Vice President, Manager Human, Manager Marketing, Manager Production, Manager Finance, Manager Research and Development. Product Service Organizational Structure. Another common structure is to be arranged by a specific product type in order to take benefit of the numerous product service lines within the business. Companies execute a product service based organizational structure. Each portion of the structure can certain as an individual unit inside the the entire company. Each product group falls within the reporting structure of an executive, and that person oversees everything related to that particular product line.
Customer organization structure. Certain business organizations are organized by customers type in order to make certain specific customer expectations are satisfied by a customer service approach. This type of structure specializes in the needs of each customer's group but at times overlook the needs of different customers type. A hospital typically uses this type of structure. Hospital President, Medical Staff Vice President, Outpatient Vice President, Employment Vice President, Inpatient Vice President, and Volunteer Vice President. So customer organization structure is like organization are organized by customer. So bali customer ang mag-organize ani nga kanang structure aron like kanang customers kay gusto sila kanang like sila ang mag-decision, like sila ang mag-ano kay kanang aron masatisfy ilang needs. Geographic organizational structure. Geography-based structure is used for organizations that have offices or business unit in different geographic locations. These structures define the reporting a functional system across multiple locations can be local, national, or international. Each geographic location is oversee and direct the functions of the location and have responsibility for the entire operation and its finances. Geography-based structure is used mainly in industries like retail and hotel chains, transportation, and other large national and international organizations. Drug Company, President, North Region, Vice President, South Region, Vice President, Central Region, Vice President, East Region, Vice President, West Region, Vice President. So geographic organizational structure is base structures use organization to, that have offices or business units in different geographic location. So ang geographic organization kay na mga offices like pwede siya sa local, national, or international. So bali, naa sila mga para sa ning drug company. So, naa siya sa local, naa pa siya sa national, tapos international. Yan na siya nga ano, North Region, South Region. So, kana nga product, kung ana siya sa lain-lain na lugar, yan na siya ang ano, kanang geographic organizational structure.
Matrix organizational structure. A matrix structure combines features of both functional and divisional structures altogether in an organization. This structure can generate power struggles because most areas of the company will have a double management, that of a functional manager and a product or divisional manager working at equal level and covering some of the same managerial territory. Nito nga struktura is pwede sila bumuo ng mga labanan sa kapangyarihan. Karamihan daw sa mga lugar ay kumpanya ay nagkakaroon ng dobling pamamahala. Divisional manager is nagtatrabaho sa pantay-pantay na antas at pinag-uusapan ang ilan sa parehong teritoryo ng pamamahala. Here are the matrix organizational chart. Music publisher, album manager 1, album manager 2, recording engineer, studio A engineer, studio B engineer, prod manager, prod A assistant, prod B assistant, designer manager, designer E, designer B. Here are the strengths and weaknesses of matrix organizational structures. Number 1. Enables organization to use its resources efficiently, provides flexibility to design staff to project requirements and resign as needed. Takes full advantage of the use teams, maintaining in-depth techniques, expertise in critical functions. 3. Provides individuals an opportunity to work with different skills and expertise. 4. Requires managers to cooperate with one another and moderates their power over subordinates. Multiple voices may result in confusion. 2. Slows down decision making. 3. Conflicting demands from bosses leads to personal stress and reduced work quality. 4. Power struggle between managers regarding resources. 5. Can disrupt the work and get in the way of customer service. 6. Subordinates may play one boss against another. Team organizational structure. A team-based organizational structure groups employees who carry out definite duties into project teams that do specific functions. This type of organizational structure permits and guarantees the best treatment for activities such as product development, customer support, and process improvement initiatives, ay nagbibigay ng pahintulot at mga garantiya ang labing kaayo nga pagtambal alang sa mga kalihukan sama sa pagpapalambo sa produkto, suporta sa customer ug mga inisyatibo sa pagpaayo sa proseso. Here are the strengths and weaknesses of team organizational structure. Strengths: 1. Focus on organization is outward to customer. 2. Reduce number of levels of management. Floating organizations reduce management costs, less need for coordination. 3. Time and money saved due to reduced need to pass information up and down the hierarchy and between departments. 4. Promote self-management by employees, greater job satisfaction because of more involvement. 5. Broadens individuals' knowledge and skill bases. 6. Foster decision-making, reduce cycle time, and improve responsiveness to customer services. Involves major transformation of the organization's difficult, timely, and costly change into system required for virtual everything. 2. Company may need to retain functional expertise if not sufficient within each process. 3. May require major and costly training initiative.